The human delegation arrived on Virel Station at third shift. Captain Elias Ward watched the docking clamps lock. He felt the familiar weight in his chest. First contact never stopped being heavy. Even after 7 years in the Coalition, Virel Station belonged to the LEHENRE. They were not Deathworlders. They were delicate, pale-skinned, long-limbed, graceful. Their gravity was low, their air thin, their immune systems fragile. Humans frightened them. Not because humans were violent, because humans survived. Ward adjusted his gloves. He followed the others down the ramp. The air shimmered with filtration fields. 1,000 soft lights reflected off the polished floor. The Leonari delegation waited in silence. At their front stood Envoy Cyril. She was smaller than Ward expected. Her posture was perfect. Her eyes were wide and dark. She wore a long ceremonial cloth that wrapped her body from neck to ankle. She bowed. Ward returned the gesture. "We come in peace." Ward said. Cyril nodded. "We know," she replied. "That is why we are afraid." The talks began slowly. Food exchanges, medical data, trade routes, standard protocols. Polite words layered over old. Fear. The Leonari asked many questions about Earth. Why the storms never stopped. Why the microbes did not kill them. Why humans bled and healed and bled again. Ward answered. All of it. He did not soften the truth. Humans had learned that lying scared people more. Listened without interrupting. Her hands remained folded. Her cloth never shifted. When the session ended, she hesitated. "Captain." "Ward," she said. "Yes, Envoy. There is something I must show. You, alone." The advisors stirred board, raised a hand. "I will." "Go." They walked through the quiet corridors. The station lights dimmed as they moved deeper. Cyril stopped before a sealed chamber. "This room is shielded," she said. "No recordings?" Ward nodded. The door closed behind them. The silence pressed down. Cyril turned away from him. "I need you to understand something about my people," she said. "I am listening." She took a breath. "We are not built for your universe," she said. "We evolved on a world without predators, without bacteria that fight back, without pain that teaches." She paused. "You call your planet a death. We call it impossible." Ward stayed quiet. "My people believe cleanliness is survival," she continued. "We remove what is broken. We hide what is flawed." Her voice lowered. "I was born flawed." She faced him. "I am not clean," she whispered. Her hands moved to the clasp at her shoulder. Ward opened his mouth to stop her. She shook her head. "I must show you, or there can be no alliance." The cloth dropped. Ward's heart stopped. Not from desire, from shock. Cyril's skin was covered in scars. Not shallow marks, deep lines, old burns. Patches where skin had regrown wrong. Faint patterns of bioluminescent tissue shimmered between them like trapped stars, radiation scars. Chemical exposure, healing, grafts, survival. Ward understood instantly. These were not injuries from violence. They were injuries from work, from disaster response, from going where her people could. "Not, you went planetside on contaminated worlds," Ward said. Nodded. "I was a cleaner," she said. I entered places after reactor failures, after bioplagues, after storms stripped the shielding away. Her voice trembled. Each mission saved thousands. Each mission made me less acceptable. Ward felt his throat tighten. The Leonari believed in physical purity. Their society prized untouched forms. Unmarked skin meant safety, meant worth. Sorel wrapped her arms around herself. When I returned, she said, they thanked me. Then they hid me. Ward took a slow step forward. He did not touch her. He simply stood beside her. On Earth, he said, we call those marks proof. She looked at him. Proof of what? That you were there, Ward said. That you endured. That you protected others. Her eyes shimmered. You are not repulsed. Ward shook his head. I have seen worse on children, he said. And we still call them beautiful. Sorel swallowed. You are Deathworlders, she said. Your standards are broken. Ward smiled softly. Maybe, he said. But broken things can still hold weight. She let out a shaky breath. There is more, she said. She turned her back to him, along her spine. The scars formed a pattern. Symbols, ancient. Leonari script burned into flesh. Ward recognized it from the cultural files. It read, excluded. They had branded her. They said my presence frightened the young, she said. So they marked me, so others would know. Ward felt anger rise like fire. He crushed it down. Rage would not help her. He reached out, slowly. May I? He asked. Sorel hesitated, then nodded. Ward placed his hand near her back, not touching the scars, just near enough to feel warmth. On Earth, he said, we tattoo our warriors. She turned. For honor. Yes, he said. For remembrance. She laughed softly. It sounded like something breaking free. I did not expect this, she said. Neither did I. Ward replied. She gathered the cloth and wrapped herself. Again, when they returned to the chamber, Sorel stood taller. The next day, the negotiations changed. The Leonari demanded concessions. Human. Advisors prepared counterarguments. Ward raised his hand. He spoke. First Earth will accept Sorel as full envoy, he said. With all honors. With human escort. With shared authority. The Leonari Council erupted. She is marked, they protested. Ward did not raise his voice. So, are we? He said. He removed his glove. The burn scars on his hand were old, deep, twisted. Every human here has survived something that tried to end us, Ward said. We do not hide it. We build with it. Silence spread. Sorel watched him. The council whispered among themselves. Finally, the eldest spoke. If we accept this, they said, your people will see her scars. Ward nodded. They will salute them. The alliance was signed 3 days later. The announcement spread. Through the coalition, the story spread faster. Images of Sorel standing beside humans flooded the networks. Her scars visible. Her posture unbroken. Citizens watched in confusion, then in curiosity, then in quiet. Understanding, young cleaners sent her messages. Old workers revealed hidden marks. The definition of clean began to change. Months later, Sorel visited Earth. She stood on a hill overlooking a city, rebuilt after fire. Children ran past her. They did not stare. Waved. She turned to Ward. Your world still terrifies me, she said. He smiled. It terrifies us too. She looked at her hands. I used to think survival made me unworthy, she said. And now, she lifted her chin. Now I think it made me necessary. Ward nodded. That is what Deathworlders learn, he said. Living leaves marks, and that is how we know it mattered. She looked at the sky, for the first time without shame, without cloth pulled tight, and the universe did not look away. Asterisk,